Hey guys, welcome back to this lecture, Understanding the Need of Service Discovery. In this lecture, we will understand what is this service discovery and why do we actually need it. Okay, so the very first thing is, what is service discovery? So service discovery is basically a mechanism by which your monitoring system automatically discovers the targets which it wants to monitor. Okay, so there are different ways to do this. We will see it in the upcoming lectures. Okay, so now why do we need the service discovery? Okay, till now what you were doing, if you noted, we were using the static configs, okay, in the Prometheus configuration file to detect the targets, and we were giving the private IP, or let's say the host address, and then the port number at which metrics are exposed. Now if my complete environment is having thousands of servers, okay, and now you want to monitor them in Prometheus, so would it be efficient to write the configuration and hard code each and every private IP, or let's say public IP, or the host address and then the port number? Or will it be efficient that your monitoring system automatically detects them, okay, on your behalf and maintains the inventory of that? By inventory we mean it automatically detects them and start monitoring them. So this is where we need the service discovery. Okay, now the very first thing is to keep the monitoring system up to date. Means, so let us talk about the area where Prometheus expertise comes into the picture. Okay, so we talk about the microservices. Now in microservices, what do we have? Let's say we are having Kubernetes cluster where my containers are running for different applications. The beauty of Kubernetes cluster and the containers is that these are the isolated containers. They can go up and down, they can be auto scaled, okay, they can be scale at the point they need. Okay, so every container goes up and down, and there used to be new containers coming in and out. So to keep your monitoring system up to date about those infrastructure which you are monitoring, okay, we need the service discovery. Okay, because you are not having your eyes on your clusters, right? Okay, now a container is coming up, let me just quickly go to the Prometheus and update the console or configuration file. So this is not the right approach. So that's where we need the service discovery. Next thing, toil reduction. Now what is toil basically? Now suppose if we talk about the Prometheus itself, you have 10 servers, okay, and let's say you are using the public IP address which are coming default with your EC2 onboarding. Okay, so you are using public IP to scrap the targets. Now what happens? Your server restarts. So as soon as server restarts, if you are not having the elastic IP address, your public IP address will change. So what you'll have to do, you'll have to go to Prometheus configuration, again update the public IP, and then again restart the container. So let's say you have taken the 10 to 15 minutes doing this. So this is just the unnecessary task you are doing, okay, and this is called the toil. So, and also we are doing it frequently, like obviously if your server is going up and down frequently, you'll have to update the configuration every time. So toil is basically when we are doing an tedious task, that 10-15 minutes I'm doing the same task again and again. This is toil. Okay, now to reduce this, we need the service discovery. Okay, now the next thing is to reduce the manual intervention to update the targets. Okay, now humans are prone to errors. Okay, so it is the human tendency that they used to make the mistakes. Now to avoid these possibilities, we need the service discovery. Next is to make your system more robust to infrastructure changes. More robust means whenever a change comes into your infrastructure, your monitoring system should be able to detect the change and bring in the new targets to monitor. That's where service discovery comes handy. Okay, and the next thing is to speed up the onboarding of new target systems. As soon as your new EC2 instance is coming up and you have the service discovery already implemented, it will be registered inside your targets or the Prometheus, and its monitoring will be started at the same time. So these are few factors where we say, okay, this is why we need the service discovery, and it justifies the need as well. So this was about this lecture. In the next lecture we will see and we will take a step forward to understand more about the service discovery. and then we'll discuss the areas where we can implement or where service discovery should be implemented. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.